Terrence, it was only maybe 2 months ago you were in high school.
Yeah.
What's that like being dropped off in a college setting and in a major college football program right after you were just a high school kid?
It was definitely a new experience, but I was talking to the coaches, and my parents talking to the coaches. They felt that they were handing me off to some good people, so it was an easy transition for me, I think.
How have the meetings been for you? Is it a little more complicated than what you're used to? As far
You
as
mean you mean as far as like learning the plays and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah, it's just like I guess you could say it's like drinking, water out of a fire hydrant. It's a lot of information at once, but the coaches go, they go slow and they make sure you have all they have everything that you need to learn everything. So, but in that standpoint, it's been good.
Terrence, how different is this offense from the one you guys ran in high school or anything you're familiar with otherwise?
Um, at my high school, we ran a no huddle, so like, we'd get the call from the sideline, run up to the line. It went really quick. This is more of a run a play. All right, go back to the huddle. But they do have checks. But to start it out, they start in a huddle and then we clap and we go. But it's pretty much the same concepts. Mid zone, wide zone, same pass protection. Which way we're sliding. So it's from that it's been pretty. It's been a good. It hasn't been that hard to transition the knowledge.
Terrence, you committed to Pitt, I think it was back in April. And, throughout the process, obviously there were some other schools that came calling. What kind of stood out about Pitt that, made you want to stick it out and sign with them in December?
It was close to home. I made sure that, especially with the Rona, I couldn't really take an official visit. But I've been here. I've been here plenty of times for my freshman, sophomore, junior year, and prior to the Corona, my junior year. And I just felt comfortable. I made sure they gave me a virtual tour. They got me in contact with the players. What you call it? Like looking at the bridges on Forbes, like it's really nice. Where I'm at right now, it's really nice. Like apartments. That was really attractive to my eye, and it just felt really really comfortable. Coming here.
Terrence, was it a tough decision to leave school early, or is this something you were looking to do for a long time to kind of get your college career started quick?
I think it was pretty easy. I made sure. I said my goodbyes to everybody. From my city and everything. But they know that this was a really good opportunity for me to get in the system early. Hit the weight room early. And with the Rona, it's not the same as any other, senior year for anybody else. Obviously, the past 2 years before, like you'd have prom and stuff, walk-in graduation. But I think with the Rona, it's really made it difficult for, seniors in general. So I was just like, I'm not missing, nothing crazy, nothing that I was already, doing. So it wasn't too bad.
Terrence, we haven't seen a lot of linemen enroll early. Now there's three of you here. What do you feel like specifically maybe for a lineman are the advantages of enrolling early and getting the extra time?
I think the lineman position is very developmental. So I think gaining weight, if you got to gain weight or cutting weight, is a really big thing. Whereas like a skill position, maybe a wide receiver, they might already came in as the weight they wanted to be at, and they're just focus on twitch, getting speed, running routes. Whereas lineman, it's like, you say you come in at 340, you want to drop to 310, you got to, all right, cut those 30 pounds, get used to that 310. Or say you come in, at 280, you want to get up to 310, you got to gain that weight, get used to that weight. So it's very, I feel like it's very detrimental, like, especially to my position, get in, get accustomed to, just putting on weight, learning the plays, stuff like that.
Terrence, what did you come in at, and is there a goal you want to have by the time spring comes around?
I came in at about 295, and right now when I weighed in today, I was about 309, and I'm gonna try and probably get to like 320 because I feel really skinny. Just as at the weight, I still feel like I'm like 270, but when I'm hitting the weight room, it turns into muscle. Because muscle weighs more than fat, so I'm just gonna keep hitting the weight room, probably get up to 320, but if I sit at 310, 315, that's fine with me as well.
You're starting a tackle, right? Starting your career here at tackle.
I'm learning everything. I'm learning everything at the moment. You know, it's a unique year just because you know, with the Rona, everybody gets that year of that extra year of eligibility. So there's, you know, there's 6-year guys here, 5th-year guys here, and you know, obviously with last season, I don't know how much the schedule was for, you know, shortened down for Pitt. I think it was the same, but like, you know, so other teams, you know, you know, they might have had their season shortened. So, what you call it? There's guys back that might have not been back. So it's like I'm just, you know, everybody's taking me under their wing, and I'm just learning every position from guard to tackle, from center to tackle.
So you've gained in the short time you've been here, you've gained 14 pounds. Is that just from weightlifting or
I've
what?
I've been fluctuating. Like I was like when I left Masson, I was like 300. Then I got here, I was like 295. I think that was just like a, you know, maybe when I weighed myself at the morning or night. I'm not really sure what's happening, but no, I definitely did. I've been eating about like 6, 7 peanut butter and jellies on top of like the really good, you know, dining we have here. Miss Nate and Miss Jules, they do a really good job. They basically, you know, serve the food, and then we have our dietitians, Auburn, Emma. They're really good at making sure we get the right stuff that we need, and I've been taking advantage of it as much as I can.
Terrence, who are some of the older guys on the offensive line who, as far as what you've been able to observe, who are stepping up as leaders of the unit?
Oh, you here? Yeah,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, we actually voted for like Eagles, which that's basically like, I think that's something they said that was new here. It's basically like, I guess it's like the captains or like, I don't really know, it's like the leader of the position group. And, you know, everybody's held at the same standard, but they're held at like a different expectation in the standard. And like, you know, to make sure everybody get on the young guys, make sure everybody's doing their job, you know, make sure attendance is good, whatnot. It was for our group, we selected Carter Warren and Jake Cradle.